Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities Skylines, to our roundabouts. We're looking at them from all different angles. I love roundabouts. Did I ever say that? Roundabouts are beautiful. They add traffic flow. They're nice to look at because there's always something happening, like this car here trying to desperately get on it to, well, quickly get off it again on the other side. And also lots of pedestrians in the center. There's so many nice, cute spots in the city. I also really like this angle here that we have with those buildings. They're just really natural looking. All a glory here right next to our central park with its steep incline up here, but you know, a bit of hiking. Oh, a bit of biking up there, no problem as it seems, so I don't worry about that one. But also it adds nice flavor because this is a rocky area anyway, and there should be something like that. Lots of spots. I know some of you have been complaining that I was not showing that much city life in general, and you might be right. I'm always really, well, deep into thinking and planning ahead of what we should be doing next, and there's so many tiny spots here that just look nice, and where is also quite a lot of life going on. Like here, where there's some children entering the bus right now, getting home, playing video games and stuff like that. Now, just marveling at the city is fine, but we have work to do. We are at the moment a grand city, right? And next step would be the capital city, and I would really like to reach that 30,000. And with that, we would be able to get the campus district finally, or the campus university. We will also be able to get the harbor area then as well. And most importantly, we can purchase new land, because right now we cannot do that. And we're a bit limited, especially when it gets to this area here. Also with the intercity train network that we have, that I would like to connect with my city. So far, this is our next battleground that we have. There is the forestry area, and that is my next target then as well. A bit of new industry and a bit of new city building. First of all, we got this whole area, and this whole area is special because here we're going to make a new district. I mean, I think this is a district right now. There is a Pearl Heights in here, but Pearl Heights is getting now a bit separated from the rest, right? So we're getting rid of Pearl Heights here. I would just like to make this one work out a bit. There you go. Perfect. Just over there, and it's really just this area that is no longer Pearl Heights, right? This can still stay like that. Why? Because we're going to add a little nightlife district to this zone here. It makes sense. It is rather central. It has good traffic connection, and yeah, well, just basically we don't have that yet. It also adds nice tourism rating with hotels and stuff like that. We can have several of these districts then, by the way, but for now, that's the one. For that, I'm going to get rid of these houses there again. So that was some offices and some commercials. We can afford that. And in here, we're now going to have these new buildings then for that. We already have a road going in. There is going to be okayish traffic, I should say, right? So I'm going to add a couple of these streets here that go through that. There is, of course, the main road here as well that, should we have another junction for that or should we not? Over there as well. Definitely here though, so there we can have another junction, right? So this is where the road goes in, and this continues then onwards. And this is, as I said, well, a bit of a nightlife area there as well. So I'm going ahead. It does require a bit of higher density then that I'm going to add. We could also add a very tiny road just here, right? So this is just another connection, right? So in here, and also here. Not the most efficient one, right? But that's fine. I hate that. This is not possible. Give it to me. There you go. That's a bit better now. There we have it. This is like a stripe, right? Where stuff is happening. Let's just check this one. We don't have a district there yet. So I'm going to paint a new district. We need to make this a bit smaller there. Olive Park it's called. I'm not going to make a new district of a new park for now though, of course. We have plenty of them by now. There you go. Looking good. This one actually goes there. There you go. Perfect. We might actually... Yep. What I definitely will want to have is that we already have a pedestrian path. I would like to have one of my pedestrian bridges there once more. Do we have one that I haven't used yet? I think not. There is the one that I would like to have, because there's no other way to get to the nightlife district from that area, right? And we definitely should add something to that. So this is here. That's going to happen here in this area. First of all, I'm going to have a pedestrian path though, from there to there. And this, of course, once again, something that we need to do here. An absolutely no traffic zone, right? And there should also be not any traffic lights here because of that. This is just a free flow area. And around that, or just beside it, we can now have our pedestrian bridge that I would like to add. Let's just see how we could implement that. This is looking good. And boom, there you go. And then we continue with the pedestrian path on the other side, connected with the main pedestrian path here, right? So that we have that connection. And once again, no traffic lights, that's fine. And once again, no traffic zone here. Also not for any kind of emergency vehicles. Just not allowing that for this area. Righto. There is some buildings next to it. These are office buildings by the look of it. Yep. Office buildings are going to be fine in this area. This one needs to go. There's actually, look at that, those sneaky bastards. They used this road here once more. Because I have not forbidden it yet. And they just used it, look at that. I mean, what's the point? You're extremely slow. Yes, and there they disappeared because there is also no entrance here to that avenue. No idea what they were thinking about this. Alright, I'm not expecting any new cars now to pop in here. This is getting this, well, dense city areas. So we do have these light residential zones there, light residential buildings. I might just get rid of them. Definitely get rid of this commercial one there and this one. And here we can actually have some smaller commercials there still. Right, block it off a bit, and this one. Just something there. Perfect. There you go. And then we have, of course, Olive Park. And Olive Park is going to have a specialization, and that is leisure specialization. So anything that has something to do with fun is going to be in this district here. By the way, we could also get the tourism specialization, but that is something I'm probably going to put next to my main station then. We do have, there's some commercial here, that's fine, because a leisure park or leisure district is going to add some noise pollution to the area, but there is no residents living close by the way. So let's just have some smaller commercials then. Very good. So that's that. I'm going to add some I'm going to add some themes, of course, to that right away. And we're going to add some policies to that as well. So recycling should be activated, of course. Recreational use, so moderately increases the tourism and also increases tax income for this one. Do we have anything for fun? Prefer parks, free Wi-Fi, mail accumulation. What would make sense for a leisure center? Well, a smoking ban. Not doing that, of course. I think that could be it for now. Yep, let's just keep it like that. And what a leisure center needs is lots of commercials. So we are basically just putting in one big commercial one. We could have here in this tiny area a bit of a park, right? Just a tiny park really that we can squeeze in there. There you go, something like that. That's a playground for children. That's not really something I would like to have in a park with that. There you go, a bit of a plaza in the center right here. And also a few landmark buildings. We don't have any of them yet, or not that many of them. And there's actually some nice looking ones. Like an event hall, so something where stuff is happening. These buildings add tourism rating to my city in general. And they also just look massive and big. So let's just add one of them here. This is our event center. Right, there you go. Nice looking building, I'm fine with it. Right next to it, we could then have the metro station for this whole area. Or we have the metro here somewhere where there's also the pedestrian coming in then. Very good, so we just keep this in mind, really. One thing that I've noticed is, yes, as always, it's the freaking water pipes that we still need to have there. So let's just make the connection here. And then it continues up into this area. And all the way up there. Perfect. We do have another very cool building. That is the Rio Grande Casino. In that case here, it's really expensive, but I'm just going ahead and I'm going to, well, get this for me. We can squeeze it into this block there, or actually, yes, let's just have it in this block here. There you go. 200,000, easily affordable in all its glory, just here in the, going to be in the nice center of it, of my leisure district. And by the way, I guess we're just going to expand this leisure district there just a tiny bit. I'd actually make this whole area full. There you go. So Olive Park is just going to be one big leisure area right here in the, actually, yeah, future center of this city. So 2 landmark buildings, perhaps one more. A cinema, a big cinema building, of course. Let's get this one cracking here as well. Let's place it on this side there. Having this one, we can then kind of like try and squeeze it into the center of it. And left and right, we're going to have some ornaments. So a new cinema area, very good. By the way, traffic-wise, this will be just golden entrances. I might actually make another junction here, just for the heck of it. I mean, right, traffic-wise, it will be fine as there is another highway exit then coming into this area. So I'm just going to have, after all, another junction then just here for entering this district then as well. That's that. Looking good. We have everything that we want. There is also a nice park here in the center, and I think we are golden. Let's add the commercials to it. And we just should keep in mind where we have the metro station, pretty sure in this area then, right? Or in this area. So there I'm going to keep a bit of a space available, just in case then here. So let's put the commercials into this block. And what is that again? That is my event center. Keep a bit of a space there for now. And then we have the casino. Let's also have a bit of space right next to it, as I'm adding then more fun stuff into this area. Right, so we should be seeing lots of specialized buildings popping up here. That is for the leisure center. Very good. So that's that. Now, what next to the leisure center, there should be some, yep, this is a normal block again. There should be some shopping stuff then. So this area here is then really just for shopping. Here in this area, right? So people can purchase stuff here if they want to. And the same goes for this area. And speaking about that, wait a second. There's something else that I would like to do, and that is in this block here. That is another landmark building. We do have the department store. That is going to, I'm going to add this one right here into my shopping district, right? So that's a big department store, more or less, going around that. And I might actually have a small one-way street, just for the heck of it, that goes all around it. There you go, right? So around the department store, a big building then here as well, in the center of it. And what we don't have yet is a stadium. And a stadium would just really fit in nicely into this area. We definitely will need to have some parking space for that though. So let's add the stadium for now here. That's another 250k, so I need to be careful how much money I really spend, right? We do have a very nice bonus of 30,000 at the moment though. Of course, with all of these buildings, I'm just raising the value, the general value of my city, the tourism rating and stuff like that. There is some parking area alright around the stadium or right in the front of it, but we might still do more of it, and this would be the area for that, I guess, where we're going to have some parking space. So there we have the general street layout right next to the stadium here. What we might need is, of course, as always, a pedestrian pathline that kind of like connects the stadium with the parking area. So that would be something over here. By the way, this snapping is just really annoying in general. I will probably need to get here. Yeah, that's a bit better then because it gets to the other side here. And I guess we're just going to have this pedestrian path going all around the stadium then here, connecting it kind of like with that street over there as well. I have no idea why there's always... Ah, there I can have the right angle for that. All right, that's at least something. Let's also connect this area, right? So we do need to keep the moving tool working on that. There you go. There we have a nice connection now between the two of them. Right, and here's the entrance for this parking area, and they can just use this one then. And I might, should I do that? Have another smaller parking area, or pedestrian path, actually connection like that. Is that possible? That is possible, but not exactly good looking. So let's just try to adjust the road there a bit. Yeah, I think that can work out. Oh, wait a second. Get rid of this one for now. There is still a tiny connection we need to make. right? So this is all for the pedestrian path then, and here as well. And this makes the connection then with the stadium. Let's actually move the stadium a bit further. We do have a nice connection just here at the entrance, right? And there's another parking space, of course, for more cars and stuff like that. So this is the general parking area here. I'm going to have for sure some commercials then here just on the back of it, and perhaps a bit more then. And then we're just going to have some trees and stuff like that around the stadium here and here to the highway then, as it would be looking in real life too. Looking not so bad overall. I guess we could make then the park area, or actually just also some trees and stuff like that, because I think the general area is finished now. We just need to add the parking textures now to this area. Let's go ahead and do this, so we do have these textures available here that we can have then on these sides here. And on these sides here, by the way, how big should it be? I guess we can use it like that. Let's just try this one out. And then here. Can vehicles actually go through that? Yes, this is actually looking okay. For some reasons, the texture here disappears. Guess it's because of the moving tool. There you go, we have some parking space as well. We do even have some maintenance depots and stuff like that we can have around that. Road maintenance if we want to. For now though, I'm safely declining there. There is some very strange bug here that I can't solve for now, so no matter what I do also with the elevation or with the moving around, I can't get this texture here to work. So we just pretend there is something, and this is actually for, you know, for bikes and stuff like that, a small area where people want to get in. The rest though is working texture wise, and yeah, well, that's the naked stuff, and now we can add some more ornaments to that around it. Alrighty, and that's it. A new parking area. Look at that. Fantastic looking overall, I think. So bear in mind there's some buildings popping up then in this area too. So this is just the general parking area. There is an entrance to the stadium, and well, people also need to use that one there, of course. I think for the tiny bits we still need to once again get rid of any incoming traffic that would like to use this. Otherwise we would have cars going through that. And I think I've also missed a bit of a texture just here that we could add. Let's add something smaller though, just here. Alright, so for the lucky ones that actually managed to get here early, they can use this area here as an entrance, as a parking space. There you go. And this one there you go. Perfect on either side. Coming in here and then to the other side. Overall, I think this is okay-ish. Let's just disable the anarchy once more. And yeah, well, actually we can unpause the game now once more. And I think for the rest, we have those guys, There's still some trees missing, and this one is a normal shopping area then once more. We have this road there, it's a one-way road. I might activate my snapping. And let's not have it a one-way road anymore. right? So it's just going actually here or here. Ah, come on, give it to me. There you go. This is a bit better. Making another tiny connection than just here behind the department store for a bit more of shopping if anyone wants to do that. Or if they want to do that. They have money. My people have money. Lots of it. All going to be for shopping here. Perhaps, just to break the cycle there a bit, a tiny office space here. Right, so we also could have something of that. But that's really it, right? Yep, they lack the power now, so we just wait for the first buildings to appear. There are. What do we have here? The multimedia center. So there's the first thingies coming up, by the way. What I can see right now is there is no connection here for pedestrians. We should always have that. Close by, we can make this one work, right? Once again, only for pedestrians though. I'm sure they like to use that. Perhaps there's an easier way of doing this, no idea. And yeah, they can totally ignore that here, that entrance path there to my district. Let's get rid of these zones there and instead have just some trees right next to it. Or actually, let's just add trees like that. So that we have kind of like a natural looking area that goes then into this area. Right, now we just need to wait for it to develop, I think. Yep, connection has already been made with the power grid. There you go. We don't need to worry about that one bit anymore. The first cars are already parking in my parking area, as we can see. Perfect. So these are the guys that are going for the stadium then and stuff like that. The next match is in... Oh, actually, it's still taking a bit of time. Renville against Sleepy Hollow Football Club that we have. We could also get the ticket prices done. Let's actually put admission rather down to $20. And we'll just see how much money we can really make out of that. Look at that. Lots of people flooding in already, especially also pedestrians. Do we not have a proper connection there? Oh, yes. That definitely also needs to be a pedestrian connection then here somewhere. So let's just make this one work as well. That's a bit curvier. Right, there you go. Let's move this one a bit further in. Perfect. Now they can use that. And of course, as always, these cars, we don't want them here. Right, but that should be okay-ish. They're not using it. They want to get to the stadium, I guess. So then, yeah, then they really have to use this one there. But I'm pretty sure that once we have more commercials, then over there, traffic will increase on each street that we have there as well. So they can use all of that. Look at how this area is coming together there. Perfect. The bridge. Yep. We still have the... Still have to deactivate the crossing here for pedestrians, right? They really have to use the bridge for that. So it's always pretty important to do that. And now they use it. Otherwise, they would have used the main street. And this one should be a flow, a constant flow, of course, of vehicles. Oh. Pipe also missing here. And for that zone. Oh, yep, that parking lot is going to be used. Lots of people already on it. And yeah, they like to use that very tricky thing also. If you have any solution for that, I'm very open to any solutions. I haven't found one yet to make the texture work on this side here. There is no elevation, really. I've tried moving it around, as I said. It's really... perhaps it has something to do with the pedestrian path. Not entirely sure, right? Just going to keep it like that for now, though, as I really don't want to destroy too much overall for this zone. Yep, lots of buildings around it as well. So there's the normal shopping area, and then there is also the nightlife area coming together. We do have a bit of copy stuff here going on right now, so we'll just wait. These buildings need to develop after all, and perhaps we add some hotels manually to this zone then as well. And it seems like there is now a game happening because there's lots of people gathering right in front of the stadium. Also lots of cars, and these guys actually go over there then and use the entrances for the stadium. I just love that. You can just watch them all day really doing their thing. Right, there's one walking around with the dog. I don't think we have a dog park close by. That would be a solution too. And I just love parking lots. I gotta say, this game is amazing simulating all of that. beautiful, and we can just use this. Actually, we have the department store. I could then add another bigger department store somewhere over there, right? So that we have some proper shopping going on. Yep, more different buildings are appearing now here in the center, beside my cinema there as well. We already have the visitors, the first ones moving into the cinema overall. And should we do something else here? I could do a tourism area for hotels, to be honest, just to add it. I mean, can we have 2 specializations in one district? Let's check this one out. Would be interesting, I don't know that. Nah, it can only be one specialization, unfortunately. So I would have to make a tinier district then as well next to it. I don't want to do that right now. We're still not completely done yet. I would still like to add my little forest area, or my little tree area around that. So we're just going to add this one here, right? A bit of a buffer. I've seen this a lot of times where we have the stadium also surrounded by a few forests or trees. So that also mitigates the noise, of course, a bit. But it just also looks pretty nice. So let's just have this one here and here, this area. Having a few trees here and there. Some of them we will need to add manually. Going ahead with that. Of course, we want to keep our autumn trees intact. Lots of them. And some normal green trees then as well. There you go. And top it all off. Perhaps a few bushes here and there. Like... yes, the big ones. Of course, I will need to get the spacing reduced, right? So we do have... Oh, that's actually too much. That. That's still too much, I think. 20 should be fine. 20 is golden. There you go. Oh, there's actually a match going on right now. Who's playing, by the way? We have that. It's Sleepy Hollow against Renville. They're playing right now. There is 500 visitors out of 700. So this one is almost full at this point. There's still space available though in the parking lot. And here almost everything is being used though in the front. Righto, they're actually playing. And look at that. When the trees are surrounding it, it's actually looking like something. Looking like something we could see in real life. Add some more bushes here. And just a few more here. I can already see or hear my PC complaining about all these props being added. Fine. There's actually something looking over. Let's just get rid of that. And the same thing we can do here. And that's golden. This area is pretty much complete for me now. And in that case, we can just marvel at it and continue here in the next episode. Stay tuned.